I'm Richard Southern in the 680 newsroom. It's a Canadian company synonymous with natural gas. It has been for a long time, but no longer. Enbridge is selling its Canadian natural gas assets, getting out of the business. And the selling price is big. It's $4.3 billion. The buyer is Brookfield Consortium, primarily a real estate company. The move comes as Enbridge looks to pay down debt, to shore up its balance sheet. Also, Enbridge now wants to become more of a pure-play pipeline and utility company. Speaking of natural gas, it has been a little bit elevated as of late. It's used as a cooling fuel for some big industrial air conditioners, and of course, moving higher amid this big heat wave that much of North America continues to be enveloped in. So, natural gas up, Enbridge stock moving a bit higher on this big sale today. Gas prices here in Toronto set to fall coming up at midnight tonight. We're expecting a 2-cent decrease. That'll bring us down to $1.36.9. We were talking here on City Biz yesterday about the price of oil hitting $75. That didn't last long. Crude's pulled back a couple of bucks from there, and so we're expecting gas prices to move a little bit lower here in Toronto come midnight tonight. Big story today again about Bombardier in more trouble with the streetcars for the TTC. Of course, they were years delayed, and now today the news is that most of these streetcars that are in service on the TTC will have to be removed, sent to Quebec to fix a welding issue that has been uncovered. And it's going to take 4 years to fix all of them. So I'm sure there's some renewed anger about Bombardier, but you know, investors, they're not too concerned about this at all. Bombardier stock is one of the best performers on Bay Street. It's up 67% this year, up 111% over the past 12 months. The company's earnings have looked better in the last quarter. Sales were up 13% year on year, and profit came in at $38 million. Really plaguing the company had been the C-Series jet program, its commercial jet that it ran way over budget. Airbus, though, taking half of that program away, and sales have picked up. So things on the books looking a little bit better for Bombardier, but certainly facing some more bad press as regards those TTC streetcars. Guess what? Condo prices are going up. Well, they have been going up for a while here in Toronto as the buyers turn more towards condos, priced out of the housing market. But what's going to put condo prices up even more now is the tariffs that Canada has put on U.S. steel. A 25% tariff on U.S. steel imports went into effect July 1st. And this, now we understand, is going to be passed on to the buyers of new condo builds. Price of steel for construction projects here in Toronto is already up 38% this year due to the booming property market, and now going to go up even more because of these tariffs. We understand some projects have been canceled due to the rising cost. Average price of a condo downtown close to $700,000 already, and the tariff said to add maybe another % or 2 to that price. Well, you know, Canadians and Americans not seeing much in the way of wages these days. Wage growth is anemic. What's the average raise? 1 to 2% a year now, so we understand. Interesting survey out today asking workers, what would you do for a 10% raise? And the responses are quite shocking. 73% said they'd give up drinking for the next 5 years for that 10% pay bump. 53% would give up social media accounts. 40% would give up their dental coverage for 5 years. 34% would waive the right to vote. 15% would give up all their vacations for 5 years. And 12% would say goodbye. They'd break up with their partner or significant other for that raise. In the 680 newsroom, Richard Southern, City News.